very good performance to round off a very good result for you guys.
Yeah, no, delighted. Similar to last time out, when we played Dundee United, we were up against a team who came down in good form. So there's always that added ingredient for the opponent, and it was important the day we spoke, and we've worked all week really and been trying to make sure that we're trying not to let them enjoy the game, try and get after them, don't try and upset their rhythm, don't let them come here and try and play their natural game, which I thought we did, but equally we wanted to be more effective than them with the ball, and I thought when we turned over possession time and time again, which we did a lot at McDermott when we played them last time out, but we never had the quality to go and get that first goal. Today was different. We probably should have been more than 1-0 at half time with the chances and the kind of flow of the game, but you would take that. We spoke at half time about we thought St Johnstone would make a couple of changes, and they did do that. Obviously they changed midway through the first half to a back four, which was kind of flies in the face of what they've been of late. So there was a readjustment with that, but there was also a couple of readjustments from half time, and I think getting the second goal was so important, and the quality of all the goals really. Liam Polworth is an example of the press, but he's also got the finesse, a lovely finish. We see that day in day out in training, the quality, and it was a lovely calm finish when we needed calmness at that moment. Fraser Murray, not only was he a top contributor today and a top performer, he also has the end product with a goal. It's a magnificent free kick. And the last goal, Bobby's a lovely finish. It was a good move. We go from side to side a couple of times. We get 4 on the last line, 2 centre halves on the two strikers on the 2 centre halves. Marley Watts the first centre half. Bobby recognises the space. A lovely pass from Lewis Mayo, but Bobby's still got so much to do. His first touch allows him to get into his stride for his second touch, and it's a lovely calm finish. So, it was a brilliant afternoon. I thought the players put so much into it. There was loads of positives. We took maybe the luxury really of getting a few boys on who have not had a lot of game time of late, the last part of it. Obviously with Killie McInnes coming off, we had to make, that was one stoppage that we weren't planning on at that time. So the last sub at that time, with Fraser Murray just feeling his hamstring a wee bit, we didn't take any risks. And we had to make the last sub to make it 3 subs really. And getting Matty and Innes after being out for so long was nice and pleasing. The only negative was the goal, but when the spaces start to get a bit bigger and it's difficult for us to keep maintaining the level of press. And to be honest, they kind of threw caution to the wind. They were kind of playing all over the positions. He was right back, ended up at left wing at one point, and it was hard to really kind of bring some rationale. And sometimes when the game gets a bit untidy like that, you've just got to stay within your shape. So we're disappointed at the goal we lost, but it's only a minor disappointment because I thought it was a really strong performance, a much needed win on the back of beating Dundee United, and a thoroughly deserved one at that, and some real plenty of positives from the game.
The table's so congested, Derek, that's in the top 6.
Yeah, I know, it's nuts. It's nuts. It's like, listen, we want to be a top 6 team there this season. We always thought with the European involvement, and then obviously we've added to our woes at the start of the season with the discipline part and getting players sent off. It's the first time we've finished a game against St Johnstone with 11 men. So we've got to take ownership at times with that. We always thought we could play a bit of catch up, and we would like to have had more points on board, but we're still in a position where if we find our best form, we can still be a top 6 team. I think the strength of the team's getting better. You see the bench today, there was a wee bit more familiarity about it, and we're starting to get a few boys back. McCrory, Cameron, Kennedy this week. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll get Vassell, and then the week after that maybe Finlay. So we're going to need everybody. We're going to need the strongest squad possible going into these remaining 7 games before the split. But wins like today does us no harm, but it is so tight, nobody's getting carried away. The league table could change tomorrow so quickly, and there's nothing between so many teams. Obviously we're just trying to concentrate on ourselves and take care of our own business, and I think if that's for me is always the best way to look at it, and not be too hung up on what else is happening. We next home game is Rangers here, and then that's either side of that. I've got 2 tough away games at Aberdeen and Ross County, so every game, even the day's game, it wasn't straightforward on paper. You look at it and think you're up against a team who've won 4 in a row, so there's not a lot between a lot of teams. You know, it's mad that I think Aberdeen have, like, in the form, won 1 in 6. Dundee United won 1 in 6. Motherwell won 1 in 6. St Mirren won 1 in 6. I'm like, who's winning? You know what I mean? It's like, it's mad, you know, and everybody's capable of slitting each other's throat, and you just got to try and find a winning formula, try and stay unbeaten as long as you can. And normally the teams that can do that get to where they want to get to, whether that's Europe, titles, staying away from relegation and getting into top 6, and that's what we're just trying to do.
What was the issue for Killie McInnes when he came
off? Not much, you just felt his knee jar a wee bit. We would actually think we'd just had a conversation 2 or 3 minutes before, well, I had with staff about maybe look after Ginto and get him off. Liam Poole was one of the ones that's been struggling a wee bit with illness and hasn't managed to train. Maybe that's what we should do more often. He was brilliant today. Full of cowpaw, I think. So we're kind of worried about Poley anyway, just because of the effects I know having trained. But we obviously had a couple of midfielders there, and we're keen to get wee Davy on as well. So it was just maybe the right time to get McInnes off. I don't think it's anything to worry about. I'm hoping that's the case. And no other added injuries for the game. Just Fraser felt his hammy a wee bit tight. Joe latterly felt his groin a wee bit tight. But I don't think any of these injuries will be too concerning, hopefully.
Was that Fraser's best game in a Killie shirt, and how much has he come on
do
in the last couple of months?
You know what, I don't know. I think people will maybe think that because of the goal, and you're right to say it, you know, and it's brilliant for him to score a goal, because there's too often, he was my player of the year when we won the title here. He was one that we really leaned on, and we kind of, that second half of the season he was magnificent, and from there on in it's not really quite kind of happened for him. A couple of wee injuries here and there. The former Matty Kennedy last season and the beginning of this season, because I think Fraser can play both sides, but he's definitely more effective from the left, but I also think he can play in a central role as we did against Motherwell. So I think when he's in that sort of frame of mind and that form, you just need to find a place for him in the team. And I think when he's in such a good place as he is, confidence is so key, but the confidence of fitness as well and getting a run in the team. So I accept that he's getting the benefit of getting that run in the team, and he just needs to keep doing what he's doing. Cheers. Thanks, lads.